Welcome back for day 13 of the Daily Proverb Challenge. Today we're going to be diving into Proverbs 13. A wise son heeds his father's instruction, but a mocker does not respond to rebukes. For the fruit of their lips people enjoy good things, but the unfaithful have an appetite for violence. Those who guard their lips preserve their lives, but those who speak rashly will come to ruin. A sluggard's appetite is never filled, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. The righteous hate what is false, but the wicked make themselves a stench and bring shame on themselves. Righteousness guards the person of integrity, but wickedness overthrows the sinner. One person pretends to be rich, yet has nothing, and another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth. A person's riches may ransom their life, but the poor cannot respond to threatening rebukes. The light of the righteous shines brightly, but the lamp of the wicked is snuffed out. Where there is strife, there is pride, but wisdom is found in those who take advice. Dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. Whoever scorns instruction will pay for it, but whoever respects a command is rewarded. The teachings of the wise is a fountain of life, turning a person from the snares of death. Good judgment wins favor, but the way of the unfaithful leads to their destruction. All who are prudent act with knowledge, but fools expose their folly. A wicked messenger falls into trouble, but a trustworthy envoy brings healing. Whoever disregards discipline comes to poverty and shame, but whoever heeds correction is honored. A longing fulfilled is sweet to the soul, but fools detest turning from evil. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Trouble pursues the sinner, but the righteous are rewarded with good things. A good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children, but a sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. An unplowed field produces food for the poor, but injustice sweeps it away. Whoever spares the rod hates their children, but the one who loves their children is careful to discipline them. The righteous eat to their heart's content, but the stomach of the wicked goes hungry. All right, so 13 has some heavy hitters in it. So where was the hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. This one sticks out to me a lot because for a long time, I was using what I thought was delayed gratification, but what it really was deferring hope, and wanting to wait until I was in a certain place in life before having kids, or wanting to wait till I was in a certain place financially before doing certain things with my family or with my wife. And by delay, there's a difference between delaying gratification and deferring hope. Delayed gratification means that you're actively doing something to actually reach that goal and go do that. But when you keep deferring hope for someone, maybe there's something that your spouse wants but you don't, and you keep deferring it instead of just saying it's not going to happen. That's going to make the heart sick. It's going to make the heart hurt. It's going to cause contentment. But when you have a longing, something that you've desired for a long time, and it gets fulfilled, it is a life-giving tree in your life. It's unbelievable what happens when you actually start knocking out some of the things that maybe you thought you were using delayed gratification, but maybe you were deferring them longer than you should have. And so, yeah, that one really stuck out to me. Where was the other one? Whoever disregards discipline comes to poverty and shame, but whoever heeds correction is honored. And this is one that I think a lot of people struggle with is feedback or correction. And if someone is correcting us, we tend to take it personally instead of looking at it as just feedback. Because, when I was in the Marines, we used to say, if I didn't care about you, I wouldn't tell you what you were doing wrong. If I didn't care about you, I'd let you keep being messed up, because I didn't care about you, but I want you to grow and improve. So I'm telling you what you're doing wrong. So we had a culture of feedback that was much more conducive to actually growing and improving. Where was the other one? Yes, and then whoever spares the rod hates their children, but the one who loves their children is careful to discipline them. And I think a lot of times people will quote the first half of that and say, whoever spares the rod hates their children, and use that as an excuse to beat their kids, right? But that's not what it's saying if you finish that proverb. It says to discipline our children, to teach our children to have discipline in their lives. Because if we are able to discipline our children and teach them to discipline themselves, to do or to not do certain things, then the world doesn't have to discipline them. And when the world disciplines our children, it's going to be much more painful than any lesson that we would be teaching them as a child. So make sure that you're actually, when you're implementing something into your life, you read the full context. So it's not saying to take out a rod and beat your kids with it. It's saying to be careful to discipline your children, so that they can be raised in the ways of the Lord. So with that, love you guys. This one was a little bit longer, but like, share, subscribe. Let me know what stuck out to you. There was a lot in this proverb. And likewise, see you tomorrow.